the owl bear is not an owl bear. That is your party. And then, of course, the Eric token is Eric and his Cavaliers. So this is where you emerge, kind of on this little corner here in Waterdeep, surrounded by buildings, pretty much at a key junction, right off of Blackpurse Lane. And as you're standing there squinting into the sunlight after stepping out of Dragon Malorum's magic shop, you become aware of raised voices yelling out. Your eyes focus and you hear, "Conspirators! They are here! Take them down!" As you focus, you begin to realize that you are actually surrounded by...
Do we see our little asshole gnome friend anywhere?
No, not at the moment, no. But what you do see is you're standing out in this courtyard. This is his shop behind you. And there are guards. And they turn in your direction as if being taken by surprise by your sudden appearance. "Conspirators, they are here," you hear one of them say. Another one says, "Take them down! Eliminate the assassins!"
Assassins.
Can I get an initiative roll, please?
Did we assassinate
boy.
someone? Hopefully we assassinated that.
Are we about to assassinate someone? Because I'm kind of feeling some needs here. Let's see, where am I? Oh, there I am. Oh, I can even click on myself. Look at that.
You should be able to. So, Kate, you want to highlight your token or click on your token and then hit the word initiative on your character sheet, and that'll roll initiative.
Could have used the rest before now, but oh.
I know, right?
I didn't see my token.
Oh, are you not there?
Yeah.
No.
There.
Is anybody else's character sheet broken?
Right on the rightish side.
Anybody else's character sheet broken?
No.
Everything works fine for me.
It should be working okay. You're attached to it.
That's all blank.
Oh, boy.
How about your actual
Am I looking at this little
Yeah.
map of the courtyard?
Yeah.
I don't see my token here.
Okay, I'll find it.
You might have to.
I can see your character sheet.
Yeah, when I open it though, it's empty.
Are your stats
There it
and stuff?
goes.
Oh, did
There
you,
it goes. It's loaded.
I have that problem every now and again with my character sheet. What I generally have to do is I have to do that little thing on the in the corner, so it kind of becomes its own window,
Yeah, that's what I usually do.
and then it'll show up.
It's loaded now
which
though.
is probably a good way to do it anyway, because it gets it out of the way for the map stuff.
Yep, 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 yep. Do these look like official city guards?
Yeah, I hear you.
Or are they look like some other kind of guards, like hired guards, like
Give me a perception check, Tiana, if you're trying to figure it out. They all are wearing red and gold, the colors of Waterdeep.
I've never been in Waterdeep before, so I don't know. I'm just saying, they've
assume that at the very least an organized group wants us for some reason or another.
So,
It thinks that we assess it.
go to your map and make sure that your fog is highlighted. Select it, and then on your actual character sheet, let's go up to where it says initiative. Just go to initiative. There you go. That should have done it. Okay, I think we're getting ready to get in on this. Where's Corvus? Nice. Alright, everybody on the board?
Almost.
That is live and active. Oh, hi, Leon.
Leo!
Nice. Nice to see you. Looks like we don't have our Goliath tonight.
Now that it's closed.
Did you get clothes, or was it just wearing?
No, we found his clothes. It was in the shop. We had thought it would be in the part underneath, but it was actually.
So I will his initiative and Owen's initiative. And Owen.
Wow, we got some pretty damn good ignition.
Yeah, there's some really good ones in here. Oh, except that guy.
Just had to say something. Just had to be, oh, look at all the green numbers. Yeah, no, you jinxed it. Totally jinxed it.
Whose role is that?
Wait, I didn't have Owen selected. Let me try it again.
That's Onan's. Arkin should have the 21 and Onan has the 3.
Oh, we're gonna
Honestly, feels appropriate.
Okay, Odin came out on top. Okay. Why aren't you little buddy? There you go, that's better.
Oh, it's like I'm playing NPC.
Yes.
I'm on top.
Alright, right. So,
Isn't that based on dexterity?
It is based on dexterity. It's like you have your dexterity bonus.
Welcome to the first club.
Yeah, right. Hold on, I'm trying to figure out what I can do. This seems like a very dangerous situation. I am going to. I think I'm going to cast Sleep on a group of people, group of guards. Just trying to get them. I'm gonna just cast it at level 1. Right? I think so.
And 20 feet of a point you choose.
I probably should move then, right?
No, you got 90 feet range on it. It's just you choose a point on the ground, and anyone who's within 20 feet of that point will have to make a saving throw against your sleep.
Oh, they won't have to make a save. He affects X number of folks. Although unfortunately his roll was not great. He'll probably get one guy if we're lucky.
What was my roll? I didn't see that.
13.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he had a couple of ones in there. It was gonna come up on us sooner or later.
Okay, so then I'm gonna aim it right. Let me do this. feet, right?
20 feet, yeah. Don't make sure it doesn't get us.
No, I'm just trying to measure it and see if I can get. I'm gonna aim it like right about. I don't know how to mark this. Right about here, because I think within 20 feet we'll get at least these 3.
Right.
That is quite perceptive.
So it goes by the lowest first, right? So each.
Artis, you cast your spell quite reflexively, and you were quite pleased to see that all 3 of those guards stagger, fall under the weight of their armaments, and collapse
Nice.
to the ground.
They have less than 13 hit points. 3 of them, then they're no problem.
Yeah, they're not.
Also, I'm gonna get a perception check from you. Oh,
Oh, already I hate this.
Nope.
yeah, nice. Okay, what does it say you do, sir?
So the guys that are over after the sleep spell gets dumped on them, they are asleep or they're just running. Oh, I'm not aware that happened. Okay.
I'm not aware that happened.
Well,
Okay.
they would fall to the ground asleep, wouldn't they? They would fall on the ground
Yes.
and sleep.
From his point of view, from his line of sight, he is not aware of that happened.
Oh.
And it's his perception check.
Oh, yeah. You had it. You didn't notice.
Coulson?
All right, I'm gonna haul my decorative buttocks on up this way.
When you get to
And-
there, as you
Alrighty.
approach it, move this. See this fella and this fellow rushing up into the courtyard.
Okay, we're not doing that.
Which guy?
That was a thing. That was a thingy thing of thingies.
More thingy guys?
Yeah, that's a whole thing there. That's a whole thing.
And see them grinning at you as they are satisfied in cutting off your escape.
Okay, well, I don't like this situation. I don't like the situation at all. I am now thinking that things are going to get a lot worse, going to cast mirror image on myself. And that is my turn.
Onan, what's happening? What is this? We're not assassins. We're not conspirators. Onan. Be slow. Odin notices Coulson running. He also notices the guards approaching from that alleyway there. He is going to step forward. Plant his shield in the ground in order to protect the group. Yana.
Okay. Well, did I see those guys go sleepy buys on the other side?
Regular perception check. Yes.
Okay, so I am going to to this thing.
You do think it lucky on Grotus's part
30
that they
foot. 30 foot on the side at the north. Maybe. Now I just need to move that. Could I move the thing once I've drawn it? Doesn't want to move.
And generally, once you've drawn it, it's not moving unless the GM moves it.
GM, move that square over these guards in this corner. Like include these 4 guys here. Can you move that square?
Oh, you want to do that?
Yeah, I want to do that. Over these 4 guys.
I don't seem to be able to do that. Cannot move. I can't do nothing to it.
Let me see. Can I get rid of it then? So, can you get rid of it?
Can't do anything to it.
Well, that doesn't make sense.
I know. Little bit.
There. I got rid of it. Okay, so let me try this. Somehow. Nope. Anyways, I will do a square that affects those 4 people, even if I can't draw it.
Okay.
And
Spell right here.
Like about a 20-foot square?
30. So basically, these it'll affect
10, 15, 20, 25. Yep.
it'll affect
Okay.
these 4 people.
Correct. And what is it you are doing?
They see a nice twisting pattern of colors, so they have to make a wisdom saving throw.
Don't.
So they just watch these nice patterns and are paying no attention to us. And then I say to everybody, run! And I'm going to go through the space where they used to be, paying
Okay.
attention.
Okay.
And I will move 35 feet
How long does this last?
until up to 1 minute while I'm concentrating. So I'm going to head for that street there.
Okay.
Past them who are just gazing into the sky, looking at pretty colors.
Let's see. I think I'm gonna put lightning bolts on them to signify that.
They are looking at pretty colors. And I just running into the space where they used to be gardening. And I say to everybody, this way! Heading for that.
All right, Corvus, perception check, please. There it is. Okay, so what you perceive is, of course, those commands of shouts of the conspirators are here, take them down, eliminate the assassins. Coming from various points from various guards here in the square, you notice that these guards over here on this side, they fall into a slumber into the dirt. That is what you perceive. What would you like to do with your turn?
She would have perceived me yelling and moving away, though, because he was pretty close to me when I left my position.
I will give you that. Yeah, I will give you that. So Tiana says,
Run this way.
I am calling Tiana. Wait for me. Coming. I'm coming.
Okay. Let's see. How far can you move? One sec.
Well, it depends.
10,
If
20, 20,
she
30.
can move
Yep,
30,
okay.
I think, but
But if you're
he
sprinting.
can also sprint if they didn't take their actual turn.
Nah, it's good. It's good.
More.
Okay, Sir Eric. What's happening here? Hey. I'm with Duke Vincennes, Lord of Etruria. We are on a diplomatic mission. He steps forward. Cavaliers are waiting for his movement. Or his direction, his orders. And he is taking a defensive position. He is brandishing his shield. He is stepping up steadfastly, putting on a brave face, but you can... Nalindra, you can kind of tell that he's a little unsure with his footing. Oh, and then here we come to the guards. Okay. So these guys are
Watching pretty light.
bedazzled. They're bedazzled. Guard rushes Coulson. And 15. And engages. Engages Coulson as they're rushing you. You see more of them coming your way.
Unfortunate.
Rushing around the corner. And yeah, they immediately engage with you. This one here has they're all armed with bucklers and short swords. This first one steps up with vengeance in his eyes.
Vengeance, you say?
Vengeance, you say? What'd you think? Swipes at you.
That is why revenge is such a dangerous emotion.
The second one coming up behind him.
My AC is 14.
So they woof.
They whiffed. So those guys came around. These guys are. How long does sleep last?
1 minute or until disturbed.
Got it.
They whiffed with their
Right.
whip.
Whip. This is gonna rush towards Eric. This one closes in on him. Nalendra, you see that he has become assailed by two guardsmen. He raises his shield as their swords clang against it. Guy rushes forward.
So if he's just parrying at a defense, they have disadvantage on him.
They are engaged with each other. As they swing their swords at him, he goes, "Ah!" Which seemed uncharacteristic. I mean, you've only known him for a few moments. But suddenly, the bravado that he was experiencing inside Dragon Malorium's Imaginatorium has vanished.
He's turned into a
And suddenly all is right with the world.
coward.
I did wonder.
Did wonder. All right, let's see what Leo's gonna do.
Well, I'm going to, spell, roll for casting grease right. If I,
You don't do
Where
a
do I
spell attack
pin?
for grease.
oh, I'm hit the wrong thing. Sorry. 1 second. And basically, I want to drop that right. Trying to figure out how to hit the ping. But the group that is engaging Sir Eric, I want to drop it right on them. I think if I'm looking at the map right, I should at least get the 2 that are right in front of him, if not the 3rd one that's behind them. Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
So it would be like this, right? 10 feet. So that would be Greasy there.
Yeah. That was kind of what I was thinking. And then I would run away.
You're running after us, following us.
Yeah. I think I could be about there. I think that's my run speed while taking action.
Okay. Nalindra, can I get a perception check from you?
Maybe.
Okay. You, as you're considering what you're about to do, you notice that Lou and Aaron and Amelia and Vexia seem quite confused about what's going on around you. They seem perplexed, and for some reason they don't really seem concerned. They're looking they're looking at each other, and they seem to be perplexed by your group's reactions. What do you do?
Well, we're either going to fight this or we're going to run it. And it seems like everybody wants to run. So I'm going to draw my bow, but I'm not going to shoot it. And then I'm going to cast Fog Cloud.
That is
Ooh.
20-foot radius, so 40-foot diameter sphere.
Would you like that to be?
Whoa, what's this do? Don't click it. I'm not going to click it. I'm going to... I'm going to drop this over... I don't want to click that. I want the ping over here in front of... Nope, that's a dot. Don't do that either. Over by Coulson, since those guards are still actively engaged. Yes, but just out of reach of Coulson so he can still see.
Okay.
And then I'm going to hastily move towards Tiana and Onin and everybody. That pings. And that's it for now. Just kind of keeping my head on a swivel to make sure everything is going okay.
Head on a swivel, she says.
Always watching, always listening.
Fuck. Grease. All right.
So there's foggy guards, greasy guards, sleeping guards, and looking at pretty colors guard.
Seems like the perfect opportune time to run.
Which Arkin shall do. Thud, 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 thud.
Don't bump into him! I yell.
Cavaliers. Okay, so those fellas have fallen there. So he steps forward. This one here by Grodus is going to shove Grodus in the direction of the retreating party and that way. So I'm going to move your character to here.
Why are there so many Cavalier
Do you
guys?
go in that direction?
Well, Eric does run his own corps.
Yeah, this is his retinue. As you run away, you do notice these guys are still standing here and they're looking around at the group of people. At this point, being the bottom of the round, you all realize that you don't see any townsfolk. All you see are guards. Crosses your mind for a split second as you are rushing away. This little group down here is fully engaged with Waterdeep guards, Cavaliers, and Sir Eric themselves. I get one more perception check from who's closest. That would be Grotus. Grotus, give me a perception check.
Bravely ran away.
Mhm.
Bravely ran away.
You see that the Cavaliers under Eric's wing, this Cavalier right here, takes a swipe at the guard, and his sword seems to pass right through that shield and cut into the guard, and the guard falls in a splatter of blood.
Am I noticing that it's more?
This seems odd to you. I mean, this guard is well armed, well armored, has a shield, and this Cavalier just cut right through him and dropped him. Also, of course, the grease. You think, oh, maybe the grease aided in that blow, knocking him to the ground. Sir Eric is backpedaling as his Cavaliers jump into the fray to assail the guards. Back to the top of the round, Grotus, what do you do? Oh, actually, since we are on round 2, I get from each and every one of you, your first action would be a wisdom save.
Wisdom save.
Not at all suspicious.
Uh-oh.
Don't metagame, sir. Oh yeah, just lay them out there. Okay, we'll do that. Cool. Wisdom save. Okay.
Grotus probably passed, and Madam passed. Nalindra passed. The rest of us probably failed.
Grotus.
You need save.
Wisdom.
Yeah.
Say that again.
Leo. Wisdom save,
Wisdom.
Leo. Leo. Wisdom.
Okay. Evan, quiet.
A wisdom
Um,
save.
Yes.
Oh, that's right. Where is that on here?
It's under the. It's in the. They got a saving throws little box there. If you just click on wisdom in that saving throws little box, and I'll do wisdom. There
Yep.
you go. Oh, you might have passed too.
Woo.
Okay.
Grotus.
Grotus already did. Oh no, he just did a pass.
Yeah, he did a perception. This actually works. This works quite well. So, Grotus, you stop. As the Cavalier behind you is shoving you forward, you're bringing up the rear right behind Odin and Nalindra. You do a double take at the guard that Cavalier brought down, and there's not a guard there, but there's just a townsperson. Looks like maybe a baker who had been carrying a sack of flour, and this Cavalier just sliced right through that sack of flour into the body of the townsman, and he falls in a bloody, floury heap. Cavalier doesn't seem to notice. He is attacking a townsman, villager.
Huh. Okay.
What do you do?
I say very loudly, these aren't guards. We need to stop.
We're not. We're just running.
Is that the extent of your go?
I don't know what to do at this point. Let's see.
Julie,
Yeah.
you request.
I'm gonna.
Ellinger, you would hear him say that, by the way.
I'm gonna cast sleep again on this area.
Okay.
To just kind of diffuse the situation.
Sure.
So
One of them is deed. One of them is deed, right? Dead.
Indeed.
Deed.
yeah, so just kind of in that, and I'm going to include the Cavaliers and Eric.
So 18 points. The ones with the lowest. So probably.
So the guards definitely, as they're slipping around in the grease, this one here, of course, has been cut down. He's no longer a guard himself, is merely a townsfolk. The other two guards, they collapse, prone into the grease, asleep. These two cavaliers here, they also go down, asleep. This cavalier and Eric see that their companions have fallen to the ground. Eric's gonna rush over here. This cavalier's gonna come over here and grab his friend, pick them up, attempt to do so. I do believe that's the extent of your turn. Let's go to Coulson.
So the guys that aren't part of our party are acting like something weird's going on, yeah?
Yeah, you begin to pick up on this. They actually do react to what happened down here. This cavalier had cut down this townsperson, villager, and they actually beat feet. They're gonna get out of here. We're gonna take off in this direction. Hear one of them say, "We're not gonna be part of this." Oh no!
I'm not being part of this either.
What'd you do, Coulson?
Well, the thing I was going to do ran away, so that
Ah.
part kind of messes my feng shui. Hmm.
Those guards are pushing through the fog, still intent on cutting you down.
Well, let's test that
Wow.
theory.
They all seem to have a very similar look on their faces.
So I'm going to dash myself over to Leo.
Shall I take an attack of opportunity or two?
You may indeed. Neither of those would hit.
Nope.
Whiff, whiff.
Okay, you rush to Leo.
Because they're still dazzled, so that's a whole thing.
Are still bedazzled.
And I don't know that we're not under threat, but I'm suspecting that that little red bastard screwed us over again. The only thing I don't get is why those guys weren't affected by it. Except... Alright, that'll end my turn.
Odin is pushing forward, following the group. Tiana?
I am going to look at this bedazzled guard as I go by, but I'm just going to continue to run off the map. Now I'm just running. When I look at him, can I see anything interesting about him?
Look at the guard.
Yeah, the guard that's now just staring into space.
Give me a... Oh. Let me check your roll. No, you don't notice anything of the ordinary, except...
I don't feel any arcana or anything around.
Oh, that's a different question. That's a different
Right.
question.
So as
indeed.
I run, that's why I'm saying, as I run by, do I sense anything about this guy? Can I do an arcana?
Yeah, there's something.
An arcana roll here?
Oh yeah, there's a little bit of a tingle going on there. There's an enchantment about.
I'll just yell, I don't think these are real guards.
What would you base that on?
I based it on something is weird about them. There's something tingling about them. There's some sort of an enchantment on them.
There you go.
I could just mean they're all really, really jazzed up from somebody like whipping them into a frenzy.
Mm-hmm. What's Corvus gonna do? What's Corvus' thoughts?
Can I see what happened to the baker guy down there?
Yeah.
That it was really a baker, not a guard. Can I see that?
There's a wagon in your way, so you don't exactly. You see that he got chopped down. So no, I will say no.
I see that he got chopped down, but I don't see that he had a sack of flour.
A sack of flour? No.
A sack of flour?
Yeah.
I am going to analyze this guard that's bedazzled right here. And I'm going to analyze him in terms of this one here, to understand his defenses and utilize the information. I can't hear you.
Just reading all the text there.
Your connection is cutting in and out. If you want to disconnect from Discord,
Yeah, but you have to stop running, and your analysis takes a minute, so it's going to take you a minute to look at that guard and analyze.
Okay.
Well, it's a bonus action to analyze a creature, and analysis lasts for 1 minute.
Right, it's a bonus action to start it. I would imagine that the analysis takes a minute, right?
No, I think she gets to do the analysis as bonus action. It just lasts for 1 minute. I'm unclear as to what exactly it does for you.
As a bonus action, you can begin analyzing a creature. Your analysis lasts for 1 minute. You can use this feature to, I would imagine, to understand something about them.
Oh, I see. Spend a perfect plan die.
But you have to attack to
Use
do
your
that.
reaction to expend a perfect plan die.
But when you hit a creature that you're
Disadvantage on opportunity attacks against you.
Yeah, so she can do at the end of each of the turns if you're analyzing. So at the end of this turn,
Armor class, ability scores. Oh, okay.
okay, so she can find out the armor class, the vulnerabilities, resistances, immunities.
I have a little bit of info. I have a little bit of there she is. I do have something to say in this regard, which will keep us moving. So, Kate, are you back and can you hear us? I can't hear you. I can hear you from the other room, but I can't hear you in chat.
Who?
The gal playing Corvus.
Oh,
Kate, Corvus. Okay, we will suss that out in a second.
I mean, pretty quickly, if you take their armor class is going to be, what? 8? Or whatever a normal armor class of an unarmored person is?
10, usually.
That's only heroes, isn't it?
Uh-oh.
She's just disconnecting and reconnecting.
Okay.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes.
There you
Now you
go.
can hear me. Yep.
Okay.
Okay, now we're on it. So this is what happens. You do your analysis, Gree. What you do notice in this brief few seconds is that these guards didn't really seem to be, these guards over here in this area didn't really seem to be any sort of formation whatsoever. Like they weren't in a squad formation or platoon in formation or what have you. They just looked like they were like, maybe this guard was perusing fruit. Maybe this guard was coming out of this building. Maybe this guard was just walking down the alleyway. The way they were standing.
They were just standing around.
It seems like the way they are positioned. It seems like they were just in the town square. They weren't actually engaged in taking you and your group into custody or taking you down. That is what you can discern in that moment. You want to take a free action to ready a weapon or to call out to somebody or do any other really small thing that would take just a few seconds.
I'm gonna call out to Tiana to say, I think you're right. I don't think these guys are real. I'm running after you.
I mean, it just,
Okay.
there was some sort of an enchantment that I sort of discerned as I was behind.
Yeah. Okay, Sir Eric. Sir Eric is bugging out with his Cavalier friends. The Cavaliers are rushing out as well.
Now they're in trouble though because they killed an actual
30 cards.
civilian for no reason.
Wah, wah. Okay, so these three guards rush forward. This guard engages this Cavalier. This guard engages.
Gross.
Is it going to be Leo or Coulson? Evans is Leo. Odds is Coulson. Okay, so that one there. Swings upon Coulson. Coulson, it seems like that sword just passes right by you. You could have swore that was gonna cut you right across the gut. Didn't feel a thing. Rodus. Rodus. Dang. No, I was just saying he was attacking you.
Yep.
Again, kind of similarly, his attack is oddly ineffective for a city guard. You flinch a bit as he comes barreling towards you with his sword raised, but when he swings at you, yeah, he just misses. Misses entirely. I do believe that brings us to
Onan.
Leo.
Oh,
Oh, sorry, Onan.
did Onan go? I don't think Onan.
Oh, Onan's doing stuff.
Maybe he did.
Thanks, Captain. We're gonna continue on because I know Corvus went. So Eric, our deep guards, Leo. Let's go to Leo.
Well, Leo is gonna like boogie his butt over here and prepare the spell grease to cover the exit once everybody gets into this alleyway.
Sounds good. So you're gonna hold an action, Alendra?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that at all. What?
said you are preparing an action, and then we moved on to Nalindra, unless you have something else to
Okay.
add.
Having overheard what Grotus said about the baker,
Mhm.
I'm going to lower my bow and put it away.
Do you keep moving?
Yes, but at a slower pace because I don't feel as threatened by the perceived attack that's going on based on what I overheard.
Okay.
I could find my mouse. There we go. And I'm just going to move along. Paying knowing attention, still listening, but not paying any other further attention to what they're doing.
You
Just a
do
mild
hear
nosy.
you do hear shouts, Alindra, as you're running. You do hear shouts coming from the guards. You think they're coming from the guards. Voices saying, "Get them! They cut down that man! Murderers!"
Now that's kind of true.
Not wrong.
And you also hear, and there's one more thing. Grotus, you hear, so we're going back to the top of the round. Grotus, you hear someone somewhere in the town, in the square here, yell, "Call the guards!" Round 3. Can I get from everyone a wisdom save?
Oh,
Uh-oh.
I'm so wise.
Jeez, guys, come on. Jeez, guys, come on. Okay, so we got Grotus, we got Tiana.
I'm gonna burn luck on this one.
8. Okay, and Coulson. Those of you who have made your wisdom save begin to realize those guards that were attacking you, their visage shimmers and transmogrifies, if you will, into those of regular old townsfolk. Those that were rushing forward, it looks like they are bravados, young men who are rushing forward to stop you from running away from this violent attack that you have incited. Those of you that did not save do not notice this, of course.
What's the save?
What's the DC?
What was
It's written down here in front of me. It's written down here in front of me on my notepad.
We cannot see.
okay.
So we have to assume. We have to assume who made the save and who did not.
So naturally, because I saw what I saw, I
Olsen.
can use my advantage.
Grotus, Diana, Olsen all made the save. Notice this. Those aren't guards, those are townsfolk
I was
that are rushing
right.
forward and trying to keep you from running away so that
Get
the
out of
actual
here.
guard can come and get you. Artis, what do you do?
Do I get the sense that any of the party is still trying to attack? Is it just the Cavaliers, or?
The Cavaliers are attempting to retreat along with Eric.
Okay. So nobody's really looking like they're trying to attack.
No, it looks like they're following suit with Diana, who had said basically retreat, follow me, and everyone was following them.
I'm gonna get out of here then. I'm gonna go out.
Got it. As you rush away. No. Okay, yeah, you rush away you were one of the ones that made your saving throw.
Yes.
That guard that had attacked you is just a young teenage male. It's like a street urchin. Gonna grab at you. He does pursue you. Hey, stop! You can't go anywhere! Guards! Guards! He's calling out. Olsen?
All right. So at this point, I'm now able to put a few things together.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to move myself down to here, where I assume I can see the guard that got cut down.
The baker.
Baker. The baker
Okay.
is cleaved. He's got a huge slash across his apron. Blood dripping down his belly. And he's just staring up at the azure blue sky.
So I drop a healing word on him, because I'm guessing he hasn't blown all of his death saves yet. Does it take?
After a few seconds.
I would assume this would at the most be round 3.
This is round 3. We are in round 3, the top of. We are like, what, 30 seconds into the combat?
18, but yes.
18? Okay.
Okay. And then I will follow up by using minor illusion to basically do a very loud voice. Whisper, scream, yeah. So basically, the volume of a scream. That is basically saying, everybody calm the hell down.
Oh.
Okay.
So that
Should've
will be
done that
my
with
action.
thaumaturgy.
And I do not know if you want me to give you a roll to go with that. I'm leaning
roll
towards
is-
either persuasion or intimidation, whichever one you prefer.
Let's do intimidation.
Alrighty.
Okay. Of you at the edge of the map, you hear Coulson yell out. You turn to see what's going on, and this is when the spell breaks for everyone. And you begin to realize over the next few seconds what has happened. You have been duped, or there was an attempt to dupe you, at least. You were being attacked by a city guard, when in actuality, there are no city guard in sight in this town square, at least.
I will drop
There's a
concentration
poor
on
person.
my spell, my hypnotic pattern. So they are no longer seeing pretty lights.
They start to snap out of seeing the pretty lights. They look around confusedly. Amos. Tyrion? Wilson. Where are we? Start communicating with each other.
Is the baker look any better?
He is not. He's groaning.
Okay, so he's not dead.
He's not dead. He's groaning. He's bleeding.
I mean, I gave him
He's not
7 hit
bleeding.
points.
Oh yeah, he's not bleeding.
If he's a
running and
commoner,
blinking.
that's like his hit points and a half.
I meant to say blinking, not bleeding.
Oh, that makes more sense.
He is not moving, especially since there's a puddle of grease right there.
I mean, that's fair.
Sir Eric stops. He calls his cavaliers. Combat has ended, and you start to come back to your wits. He's for we're gone. We'll remove them.
I am
See?
looking on the streets here for any, because somebody yelled for actual guards. Are there any actual guards coming this way? I want to take any side streets to avoid any actual guards coming in this direction.
Actual guards are indeed on the way.
We will try to I will try to lead the people through alleys and or streets where actual guards are not, and we will slow do a casual walk so it's not look like we're running away from.
All right, does everyone want to follow on with that plan?
Before I do, I will slip each of the people over in the, well, basically where the square is, like 3 gold pieces, and be like, we're very sorry for disrupting your day.
But yes.
Please don't hold this against us. It has been a trying experience. Adventuring, you understand how it is? But anyway, yes, I'll bribe each of those people with 3 gold pieces.
Okay. Tiana, since this is your plan, can I get from you, as I pull up your character sheet very slowly, can I get from you stealth roll for the group? Okay, you slip away to another map, which I will present very shortly. Not that one, but how about Isawan?
I'm swearing under my breath in some language that nobody else understands.
So you slip off to another part of the town, about 10 minutes away as you're walking. Go back and grab your characters. There are people walking around, carrying on with their daily business. Here and there you will see guardsmen.
Like actual guards?
Who knows? They're just patrolling around. They really don't make any notice of you.
I would imagine that I'm fairly uncommon in Waterdeep. I don't imagine there's a ton of satyrs around.
Satyr? Yeah, not so fun. Not so many. You do get some quizzical glances going your way, unless you're trying to disguise yourself.
No, I'm just looking like a tourist.
So you have a moment to catch your breath. A moment to catch your breath after escaping from that nonsense.
Like I said, I was swearing under my breath in a language. Yeah.
I'm gonna kill that little bastard just a little bit harder now.
He tried to get us to get in real trouble.
Oh,
I mean, to be fair, that was probably just an anti-theft system, but still. Although I don't remember. No, I never left the front door before. I never left through that front door. No, well, I mean, I left through the front door, but not to there. I left from the front door to go to the other place.
Okay, everybody, get off the fence. There you go. Let's spread out. So you're making your way through this little market here. Catching your breath, casting a glance over your shoulder every now and then, just to make sure everything seems to be okay. And it seems like it is so far.
We have to find him. We have to make him pay.
I mean, there's plenty of stuff to make him pay for, but I feel like this one's comparatively trivial.
I don't know, we could have got a bunch of people killed.
Which would have been on us.
Who are you guys looking for?
Oh, he's this little, like, red robe pain in the ass that's, like, out for some world domination nonsense. Right, Eric?
Eric has to glance over his shoulder in your general direction. And says, he turns, regaining his composure. Let's just get out of the city before anything else happens.
Where are
Well,
we
there's a
going?
Excited about this plan.
Where are we going?
Leaving the city. We're heading to Etruria.
To where?
Etruria.
Where is that? Is that far?
It's a few days' journey from here. Duke Vincennes is calling for your assistance.
And he sent you to that specific shop.
Yes, Presto gave me a lead that you might be there.
Oh, that I believe.
Turns and looks at you, a little bit
Who are all
insulted.
these people?
Do I look? Do I look untrustworthy? He ends with a little laugh.
You're human, aren't you?
Insight check.
All humans
What's
are.
that supposed to mean?
All humans are untrustworthy.
Hey now. Oh, no, wait.
Kind of racist there.
True.
I mean, she might not be wrong.
I mean, I
think
also
I've
heard
been
that all
rather
satyrs were
forthcoming
rude,
with all
and
my
see how that's going.
statements.
Well, if you looked in my family, you would find most of them are. I and my father might be the exception.
Y'all see, since y'all are bringing up the rear, you see that these two guards, they have stopped Eric and his two cavaliers here.
I will then head this from them.
Cavalier squeezes by you to assist. This fellow back here is just going to bring up the rear. This is this guy. Pardon me.
You have some mystic eye on your character.
Yeah.
Do we notice anything different?
No, that was, well, other than there's 4 of me, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Let me know when that minute is up, by the way.
It would be up by now.
Okay.
This is 10 minutes after that. Wilson, you approach close enough to Eric and these guards here who are coming closer. They seem to be interrogating him, pretty much asking what his business is here. And he has his fingers on his breast, and his shield by his side, displaying prominently its sigil, and he says, I am here on behalf of Lord of Etruria, Duke Vincennes. They look at each other, they seem to recognize this name. They do not move.
And I keep heading away from the guard.
Nalendra, you see this guard coming up. Moves past you and he's moving off in this direction. He doesn't seem to really notice that all of y'all are in one group. As I did other moving, meandering around as well. And you are kind of spread out.
All right. I'm going to throw up my best I demand to see the manager face. And I am going to huffily stomp up behind Sir Eric. And I'll be like, what is the hold up here? I am a very important carrier from Neverwinter to see the... What was his name? Duke, the thing, the guy. What's Fenrir's title again? Johnny, don't get on me now, man. Come on, I need
Lord
to
of
know.
Etruria. It's Lord of Etruria. Can you hear me?
Lord of Etruria? Okay.
Yes, correct.
With an important missive for the Lord of Etruria, and these men are my escorts, and why are you holding up official noble business? I have a schedule to keep, and I will not have it done by you getting in the way with your god thingies. I am very disappointed, and I will have very unkind things to say to your masters through other masters to other people. Now, can we get this going on, because I am very late and I do not like to be tardy.
I'm going to ask for the appropriate roll on that.
Do you feel
while
the appropriate
he's
role is
there.
deception? Because I feel like it should be.
How's everyone else doing?
I am just wandering, keeping my eye out to the side at the rest of what's going on, but just looking in these stalls here, way far away from them.
I have totally glommed on to Tiana and am just following her at a slow pace.
Same here.
Here, I'll move you over there. Boop. There you go.
Leo.
If I've had
kind
10
of-
minutes, I've had time to like prestidigitate
Okay.
my clothes to clean myself up.
Linda?
Did the guard moved? I'm just gonna pull up the rear here, and kind of. I'm gonna keep my hand on my short sword, but also still unweary of what is going on around me. Chuckling at Coulson's display of power.
Nice. Okay. Coulson, can I get a roll from you? Whichever one you feel is appropriate, whether that be intimidation or performance or whatnot.
I'm gonna burn my
Deception.
luck on that one. Jesus Christ.
Well done. All right, Grandpa. Settle down. Settle down.
Grandpa.
The guard that's speaking to you is he's barely a teenager, maybe turning into his second decade, maybe.
Oh, okay.
Just settle your knickers there, old man. Settle your knickers there, old man. We have official Waterdeep business with Sir Eric here.
I will continue being extremely
Eric means-
indignant.
He says, business with me? Says, yeah, says the guards. I believe you and your retinue need to come with us. Now, Coulson, you have attached yourselves to Sir Eric and his cavaliers. Everyone
I
else
have.
is just kind of meandering around, keeping their distance.
I mean, it'd be rude for us to show up without our entourage. Not to mention, we can't get into Dude's castle unless Eric's with us.
Eric is going to say. Let's see what Eric. If Eric can get your. Oh, no, he fumbles around his belt, clearly looking for something. Colson, you're picking up that he is looking around for his coin purse, and he seems quite abashed, embarrassed that he cannot find it.
Oh. There's 3 guards there. I will use sleight of hand to pull 3 coins out of his ear.
Okay.
I will just do I will tap him on the back of the head, grab behind his ear, and pull out 3 coins. And then I will flash them to Sir Eric and say, "Is that what you were looking for?"
Yes, quite. He regains his composure and holds out the palm of his hand.
This is getting to be an expensive trip.
He takes the coins from you, and here you go, my good sir. Surely this will gain us some passage.
I just excuse
The
myself
lead
to the
guard
guard
here.
as I move around behind.
Pardon. Oh,
I am right next to
that guard.
Tiana.
Okay. Guard turns around as Tiana walks by and says, "Ho, ho, ho, what do we have here?"
I'm just a
"Hello,
traveler.
my dear," he
Just
says.
a traveler.
He's gazing at you quite curiously. He says, "Don't get many of you around here. What are you doing wandering around so far
I'm a
from the
bard,
forest?"
can't you tell? And I point to my loot.
Then maybe you aren't familiar with
I
the
travel
customs we have here in Waterdeep.
I travel to get stories to tell in taverns. And I'm traveling through your city. Do you have any stories that would make good listening in taverns? Do you have any great deeds that you've done?
Roll for me a persuasion.
Oh my god, I rolled a 1.
Oh no.
Wow.
I have a plus 10. on
He
persuasion.
actually says, "Well, you know what? My uncle, great uncle, actually,
Ah,
quite a fascinating man. He's the one that got me into the guard, actually." And he starts to tell you a very long, protracted
oh,
story.
and I look super interested, and I nod and at very, at the proper intervals, as if I'm storing all this in my little bard brain, which I probably am in some ways, but
Okay. Colson, you have passed the coins to Eric. Eric has given them to this lead guard here, and this seems to cajole them. I move on, allowing you to pass.
Somebody is running a
Start
racket in
here.
this town. I do not like it.
Goes about his business. Right here, moves about his business. Arkin and Onan are coming around. Anyone else doing anything? We're passing through.
Nope, just passing through.
Any sleight of hand?
nope.
Nothing to see here. All right,
Nothing to see.
you all get to. Goodness, I should have. Here, we'll do this. Get to.
By the way, as we are walking out of this city or into the next area, I will mutter to Sir Eric, do you want to just compensate me now, or should I start running a tab?
He is rubbing the back of his neck nervously and says, yeah, let's put that on credit, okay?
Okay.
This would be a, This will be the front gate area. This is the little town square in front of the front gate. Front gate's here.
Front gate, you mean the actual gate to get into the city of Waterdeep?
It is not the main gate, it is a gate. This one is, well, a side gate, and one of the different, oh my god, what do they call them?
Well, with my little entourage, I'm staying away from Eric and his cavalier. I'm keeping them in view, but I'm staying so to make it quite obvious that we are not part of the same group as them.
Oh, okay. Ward is the ward word I was looking for. Neighborhood, etc. And you're passing through this little area here. There are some guards milling about. They are watching people come in. They are watching people go out. And whoever wants to do so...
That's not a gallows in the front there, is there? Is that?
Gosh, I hope not.
Looks like it is. Up on a platform like that?
Oh yeah. Well, let's just say that is not a gallows. That is instead just another little. It's a little guardhouse. As you're passing through. Eric is with you.
So are we passing by left to right, or are we passing by bottom to top?
Bottom to top. Bottom to top.
So that's like the exit
Eric.
gate or something along those lines?
Correct. Just imagine it to be so. Eric has a few words with some guards that come up.
I will,
And
keep in his orbit and try to give him advantage on stuff so that he does not end up tripping over his own charisma or lack thereof.
Roll it.
I'm basically giving him the help actions, so it's mostly for his benefit. But if I have to take over the talking, I will. Maintaining my, dare I say, persona.
I will call out to Nalindra and Elvin, and so we can create this little group. Corvus, myself, and Nalindra, and we can speak in Elven. I'm assuming Corvus understands Elven.
Yes, I can speak in Elven, yes.
Because you look like an elf, so I'm assuming you speak.
Yeah, I'm a half elf.
And we'll just sort of, as we're talking, it looks like we're trying to make our way out through this gate. So we're just, as we're talking, and just a little group. I'm going to make it look like I have a bag full of, I'm going to use a minor illusion to make it look like I have a bag full of things that I bought in the market. I'll use.
Okay.
So it looks like I'm carrying a bag of market goods, and we're just going to try to make our way out through in our little group of three, just make our way out through this gate, which I'm assuming that we are trying to do here.
So what I will say is, basically the Cavaliers are going about, we're going to say there's a stable over here, and they're gathering horses. Let's move them over here. Gathering horses for you to ride upon, or at least they have horses.
I do not ride horses, as I have a problem with that.
Maybe you could just side saddle.
I can just picture. I can just picture it. It's great.
I mean, you're not a bloody centaur.
No.
So Eric is doing business with the guard, basically wrapping up city business. Luckily, there are no bribes involved here. It's just a bunch of wax stamping, etc. Passing of scrolls to and fro. One of the guards the guard that he's speaking to actually hands him a leather satchel. Without really saying anything about the satchel itself, he just hands it to him. Eric takes it as if he was expecting, shoulders it, And within the next few moments, Eric and the Cavaliers are going to be upon their steeds, and he's going to escort you to Lord of Truria.
Are
Lord of
we
Truria.
expected to walk while they ride?
Well, it's looking like it because they are not providing steeds for you. Now, there are steeds here in the stable, if you wished.
I pack my broom that's
Purchase
now
one.
tied to the back of my backpack.
Yes, you have that broom. Any final business here in this
Eric.
corner? Yes, he shoulders the pack, and he's moving towards the stables. This is right this way.
Has,
Unfortunately, we didn't really bring enough horses for everyone, but we'll walk slow.
So we've been summoned, but the logistics of our summoning were left to someone else's devices?
Tut. We're not really gonna speak of that right now, right here.
Okay,
in
because
company.
at the moment I'm not enthusiastic about the idea of hoofing it all the way to wherever it is we're going. So what
Can I
are we gonna do
roll
about
an
that?
animal handling and see if I can wrangle one of these seeds?
Well, you'd have to hire them because they belong to somebody.
Yeah, there are stable boys and a stable master
Okay.
there.
Is there a rent-a-cart? Because I feel like that solves a lot of our problems.
Buy a cart. You can provision yourself for a journey if you wish, or you can choose to walk on foot.
I'm gonna buy us a cart.
Can
And-
I?
An ox or a horse, or what are you having to pull the cart? Or are you just...
I think a
horse.
couple of horses would let us keep up with the Cavaliers.
Yeah.
So a draft horse is 50 gold pieces a horse. So that would be 100 gold pieces for 2 horses. And a cart is
I have it.
15 gold pieces, so that would be 100.
Oh, I'm keeping track of that. That's definitely going on the tab.
115 gold pieces.
I have
Let's
it.
see here. Now I actually got to start scribbling down here. Here we go. Hold on a second here.
And you need
Okay,
some
so
animal feed.
9 GP for bribing assaulted citizens.
Yes.
3 GP for bribing guards.
If you're gonna,
100 GP for
you might want to get a wagon instead of a cart, so that everybody could fit in it.
what is the going weight of a wagon? What is the going rate of a wagon these days?
35 versus 15 for.
Right, so 135 GP for transport expenses.
I miss Charles.
Oh, poor Charles.
Out there somewhere, right? Or did he die? He perished.
I think he
That
perished.
whole region just kinda
He's a
collapsed in on
mystery. We never said left or right.
it. Yeah.
He's out there wandering the
I
forest.
do want to say, while y'all are conducting business, I do want to switch scenes a little bit with Lynn specifically. This does not have to be in secret. We're just going to have a quick little chat here. Lynn, you're the person that we spoke of Being you, you have, let's see, your little device has fixed in upon this group, but you don't know exactly who in the group it is indicating. And it looks like they are getting ready to leave the city.
Ooh. Wait, did we lose someone? Oh, no, Grotus changed his picture.
Okay.
Let me check one thing here. I mean, suppose I could. Well, I will wait to not be close by them, but as they're doing this transaction to get horses and a wagon, I will stay rather close, and as they pull away, I will myself purchase a riding horse. Let me see
Okay.
how much riding horse a riding
Oh, Knuckles, go.
is.
Oh, we don't need draft horses. We can use mules. They can keep up.
Oh, why? If someone else is paying for it, why not? This is like putting it on the company credit card.
Knuckles?
All right, so that would be
Okay, so you
35
do
plus
that.
16, so 45, 51. That seems more reasonable. I think it's considered. The mules can keep up.
Okay. Got that situated.
So
You've
as
done your
they're leaving,
transactions.
I will do my transaction, and I will be quarter of a mile behind them on the road.
Okay. One sec. Just got to adjust the thing.
And now I need to take the money off for a riding horse. Yeah. So it's 77.
You travel out of Waterdeep at some distance. It's nearing the afternoon time, late afternoon. And you are coming to this forested area, a little bit off the road. You're going to come over. Eric says that there is a stream over here. Like when you're going to rest and water the horses. You might even camp out for the night.
I'll roll an animal handling to see if I can drive this cart to Colson's Point.
A wagon. So it's a
Wagon.
full-blown wagon.
Sure. Yeah. Step up and be that person.
Do we need
Oh,
any
dear.
scouting? Do we need any scouting while we're doing this?
How
can-
bad is your wisdom?
Well,
Because that is earth-shatteringly bad.
A -4, so
is it
not very much wisdom.
What is that? 7 or something? Goodness gracious.
Rolled a 10 -4.
Did I do the animal handling? I just rolled for that so I can control the cart.
That looks
Because
great.
I'm good at animals.
Looks great. Do animals good. So you end up in this little glade here, or this forested area, I should say, specifically.
Oh, for a harmonica.
And
Well, you have
you have a harmonica.
but you do have a bard with a lute.
Yeah, but the bard is like a half mile down the road.
No, the bard is on the wagon. Unless we're doing scouting,
Oh,
and then
about
she's
the
up
riding
on a
horse.
broom. She's up on the broom. No, that's not the bard.
Oh, who bought the riding horse?
Someone else.
That's some really
Alrighty then.
aggressive typing.
Well, you do have the Cavaliers who are leading the way. They are scouting for any dangers as they come along, but you really don't need to concern yourself with that too much. I'm sure that they've got it under control. They were
Bravely
moving
ran away. Bravely ran away, away.
the beasts. The beasts.
Are they making like a
into
camp? You said.
closer to the water.
Well, we're at least breaking to
They're
water
doing
the
off.
horses.
Yeah, it is late
At least
afternoon.
until something
We're gonna
jumps
make
out of
that-
the.
We're gonna make that determination here soon.
Make
It's
sure
only 6
Onan
foot,
stays
it's
away
a
from
little
the
off
water.
road.
Yeah, I don't know if this
Oh my
is
god.
deep
Onan,
enough for him to fall in.
Don't tempt fate, for the love of God.
he's at the mention of stopping near a body of water, he does start to whistle a little bit and get a little leery, and he does keep his distance from the water itself. I think I'll have a sit here on this stone. Solid stone.
Do you
Right over here.
want me to
Right
refill
over
your
on this
water
side.
skin for you?
No, there you go. I can quench my thirst with my ale from my flask. It's quite fine. It's okay, and he's facing away from the water.
As God
On
intended.
the opposite side of that rock. Grotus, in that pack of yours that you're carrying, do you have any sausages or potatoes or thick stalks of cabbage that I could chew away on while I'm contemplating this beauty that's around us?
I absolutely do have things for everybody to eat.
Break it out, young man. Break it out. Tell me about yourself. Now that we've finally moved on from that wretched place. Also, why is it that everywhere we go turns out to be a wretched experience?
Because we've pissed off people that can make our lives potentially miserable, but we also keep making their lives potentially miserable. And so there's a certain balance that has been achieved here.
So are we actually making camp here, or we're just stopping for a rest?
I think we're just watering
Sir
the
Eric
horses at the moment.
Glances at the horizon and
Oh, you cut out.
Johnny, you still with us?
I'm still with you.
There we go.
Hear me? Can you hear me?
We can now.
No, I didn't hear any. Okay, I did not hear anything that
Yeah, that got weird for a second.
Theo said. You repeat.
I said, we're just stopping for a short rest, not for an hour, or just for like 5 minutes?
Well, you see that Sir Eric is glancing at the horizon, checking the sun, and kind of determining how far you need to go from here, and whether it would be wise to camp or keep moving. He pulls out a map, unfolds it, and he's considering with his thumb and forefinger on his chin.
How are we doing as far as like the day goes?
Late afternoon, probably an equivalent of 4.
Okay. And what season are we in?
Probably until like 6 p.m. Late spring,
Okay.
We have
So
some time.
probably good for another couple hours.
a few hours.
But
I'm
you know,
gonna look.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Eric.
I'm gonna bust out Druidcraft and see what the weather's gonna be in the next 24 hours.
Ooh. Okay. Or the faint odor of a skunk. Okay.
Maybe I
Can
could
I,
do that too, but I mean that's what Minor Illusion is for. Mostly I got Druidcraft for the weather prediction.
I do a.
So I'm gonna roll a.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
So can I do a nature check
sorry.
to kind of look around and get and be able to gather some supplies to be able to make some food? Use my my
That's survival.
skills.
That's a
Survival? Oh, yeah.
survival to be able to get food products.
Yes, you can do that.
All right.
I'm gonna walk over to Eric and look at the map that he's looking at. Where is
Yeah.
he? Hey, can I help you out with that map? What are you looking at?
As you are approaching, he folds the map over, kind of in a halvesies. Says, excuse me, this is proprietary information.
Pretty good at maps. I might be able to help us out here.
I know where we're going. I'm just trying to figure out if we have enough time to get there.
It's gonna be super unfortunate if I have to fireball this guy.
Why would you fireball Eric?
Because if he like sells us out for whatever reason, I don't care about the damn shield. I'm going to put an immense amount of effort into making him sorry for it. And you know I can.
Cha-ching.
Okay, so I back away. I'm like, all right, whatever.
So I'm gonna whatever. I'm gonna roll a percentage die. Lower the score, the better the weather. Hang up.
Uh-oh.
Colson.
95. No.
Yeah,
Halfway,
it's gonna be overcast.
Yeah,
Overcast.
it feels like
heavy
a
clouds.
partly sunny kind of affair.
Yeah.
Well, no, I guess that would be that's
Yeah. There
okay.
might be some rain in the
So like
forecast.
not
maybe.
troublesome, but not horrible.
Yeah, it's fine. It should be fine as long as the roads are passable.
Okay. So I will pass this information on to Eric, letting him know that the weather is not going to be, entirely favorable, but it shouldn't be nasty.
Mhm.
And just like that, I too have turned Druidcraft into a minor control weather.
As y'all are trying to figure out if you're gonna settle in, the horses, they start to react to something on the wind.
God damn it!
Their nostrils flare. There's a slight a whinny.
Did we get enough time for a
Essence
short
from one
rest
to the
before
other.
this started?
Yes.
Ruby.
so-
Make that notation.
So I will
Short
play
rest.
my music. I will use my what's it called here? My Song of Rest, which means that everyone gets an additional 1d6 hit points if you spend any hit dice.
Wow.
So you roll an additional 1d6.
Oh, that was 2.
Okay.
Well, that works out, because I was only... That gets me back up.
Yeah.
That doesn't. Yeah, And now I can cast Fireball 3 more times.
What is it? Not?
Oh, geez. You don't remember what happened last time you cast Fireball?
Yeah, I made a bunch of vampires decide they wanted to go mess with somebody else.
Set in a cavern on fire.
Oh my god, I spent one.
Yeah, and now they'll know the next time I come through that tavern that they should not mess with me.
I don't think we should go back down there.
I don't know, I feel like we might end up having to just so we can go, like, get these stupid things off of our necks, which are still there. So, you know, I feel like there's some unresolved stuff that might come back to haunt us in the foreseeable future, but also getting back down there could be problematic because we'd have to go through Laughing Boy's shop, because I'm pretty sure if we use the front well, we might have a few head chopper moments.
We could just try to kill him again.
I mean, I don't object to that,
We got him down to 1 hit point.
but without you know, powerful divine obelisk to steal the juice from, I don't know if we've got the power to take him down.
We were pretty close. Only I wouldn't have missed that first arrow.
If Presto was around, he could probably help you out with that. If we can find him, maybe he can remove
Who is
that.
Presto?
Oh, he's one of the guys back at like their hometown. He's a good kid. Guy. He's a guy now, not a kid. He's a good guy. I learned some stuff from him.
So, Sir
well-
Eric, are you actually a sir?
Oh, yes, I am, quite. He clears his throat.
So, what noble family are you from?
Thompson is my last name. He scratches the back of his head.
Thompson?
Son of Tom? Son of Tom, says.
And that makes you
I don't really...
noble. Interesting.
I mean, he could have been given title. Like, Sir is relatively, and I don't mean to diminish your achievements, Sir Eric, but I mean, Knight is relatively low on the nobility scale.
I move around a lot. I really don't have time for family or to settle down.
I see.
But actually, you know, anyway, the horses are neighing around. Back to that. You did your song thing to calm the beasts.
No, that was to calm the people
Really?
so that they got more healing.
Oh, they calm the people.
They got better.
The horses become quite agitated, and they actually start to pull away from their various riders.
Already shuffling the
Um,
cards.
The horses. What did you get attached to the wagon?
A couple of mules.
Two. Couple of
Yeah.
mules. The mules, they are still lashed to the wagon. They start to, yeah. They start bucking. They have less demeanor than the horses that the Cavaliers ride. They start to kick at the wagon actually, and the wood starts to splinter right there next to the seat.
Someone who has a lot of experience with animals
Ah.
might want to try to calm them.
Yep, I'm gonna.
Wagon starts bucking.
Ooh, that's not good.
You do have a disadvantage in this situation. That was a nice advantage roll, but yeah.
No, so he just has a straight roll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will try
the
my
wagon-
hand at this as well, but I'm not very good either. Oh wow, I did bad. Rolled a natural 20.
Oh,
Oh, nice.
You're focusing on the nice
On the mules, right, that are
I'm gonna say-
kicking the wagon that I was trying to ride in this way.
How do you do this? How do you do this to you?
I will just hum to them. I'll pet them on the face, on the flank and just hum some calming sort of song.
You are doing this. It calms the mules down. And it also actually extends to the other horses as well. They stop neighing. They're pawing the ground with their hooves slightly, but then they shake it off. Their tails flutter a bit. And they seem to, all of the animals seem to relax a bit. Suddenly, something appears. This little island here in the center of this waterway. Creature, standing easily 8, maybe 9 feet tall. He appears there, and he's standing there as if he has been standing there the entire time. He casts his gaze upon all of you. Cavaliers, they draw their swords. Eric raises his shield. Stand at the ready, he says.
He sounds as his voice cracks.
Yes, correct. Voice cracks.
Hey, where is Tiana? Oh, she's wherever. Where are the horses?
All the way on the
over here?
left.
Oh, are the horses somewhere? Where were the horses? Because she would have been beside.
On the water.
I mean, the cart is probably over here until the horses got out of the way. We could have brought the mules over. We would have had to hitch them to do it.
So Tiana, you see this figure. You know exactly who it is.
Father!
Everyone's
Father?
"Ah!"
I was about to light this guy up.
I found you. He extends his hand.
I run across.
Come to me, my
I
child.
do my mirthful leaps to get there.
Splashing through the water, you leap into his arms, and he holds you in his embrace. The rest of you see a single tear fall down his eyes as he embraces his daughter.
Can we go
My
home now?
child.
Is it over? Is the
Your
test
mother.
over?
The test is over, my child. I am so sorry. I am so sorry your mother threw that tantrum. I wasn't there to stop her.
I
It's
sigh.
been too long. My baby girl. He holds you tight.
Insight check.
Okay. Do you want to specify anything? He looks like he is one of her kind.
I am
Sure.
more along the lines because I spend an abundance of time like sitting across the table from other guys who are basically trying to lay down a bunch of BS because they want to win a bunch of money from me. And so, I feel like I have this sort of thing where it's like I know what the guy, what's in the hand of the guy who is sitting across the table from me, and so I'm trying to apply that to this guy. And is there like a little undercurrent of, unfortunately, this happened, or is he actually genuinely thrilled to see who I assume is his kid?
This being
You're cutting out. I think we lost you entirely. So that insight
and
was on
the way Tiana is
him or
responding
Tiana,
to him.
Oh, it's on the dude. Like, I don't need
Okay.
to read Tiana. She's easy enough. Or maybe she's not. Who can say?
God, so paranoid. So paranoid. This seems genuine. They seem to have a genuine familial connection.
Okay. I will take that at face value.
Who are these creatures that you trek with?
Hey, now.
Hey, yeah, Papa, they helped me, and not these guys. She points to the Cavaliers and Sir Eric, not these guys in the front, but the ones back there. They helped me, and I just have been traveling with them, trying to get home, and yeah, they're good. I turn to them and I say, I thank you, everyone. If you ever are in the Feywild, come and visit.
Onan,
Don't go, Tiana. Don't go. You're my buddy. I rely on you.
But I want to go home.
I need you.
You need me? I don't. Why?
You need her? Says Onan. What's this?
Dang it! What the?
You protect me.
Onan, just let the moment happen, man.
Daughter must come back with me to our realm. I will leave you with this. There is a foul creature hunting you. All of you. He casts his arm across the entire group.
Is he about yay tall? Wears red?
I start to open up
Yes.
my pouch and I take the broom off of the thing and I walk back across and and I go to Corvus and I give Corvus the broom and I say,
Thank
"Here."
you.
And then I turn to Nalindra and I give her a pouch.
You're really leaving?
I'm leaving. This was all a big thing that my mother did. Remember I said that? Remember at the beginning? Like this was a punishment?
Oh, I remember. But if you ever find yourself missing something, you know where to find us.
So in the pouch is 60 platinum pieces.
You are too kind.
Man, where'd you up with that kind of loot?
I'm a noble. I started with that kind of food.
Tiana, my child, come back to me. The rest of you. You may know him as Dragon. The demon stole my child. Stole my child.
Oh, that was him.
Mother.
He did that? It wasn't Mother?
Was
Oh,
tricked.
you would want to take a look at like her neck. There's like a thing there that Laughing Boy put there. And I don't know if you feel like
Child.
that's something needs to be dealt with, but that's a thing. And, you know, just so you know.
What has he done to you? Raise your chin to me, child.
I lift it up and I point to that little ridge that's around my neck, that little wire thing is.
Child's play. He takes his thumb and he rubs it across your throat. And you can feel that the halo around your neck dissipates and disappears.
Papa, can you do it to the others?
Barbara. His brow furrows and he says,
I mean, we did help her
"I
out
do
getting
that
here.
to you."
Not everybody, just, and she points to Onan and Coulson and Nalindra and Leo. Just them, but not everybody. Can you do that?
He seems a bit perturbed, but you are his youngest. He says, If your friends step forward,
I go and I pull Onan because I know that he doesn't want to come near the water. I say, it's okay. It's okay.
he's trying very lightly.
I say, I
As he
turn
is doing
as I'm
this,
pulling
each
and
of you-
I look to my father and I say, he's kind of has a problem with water.
He may have drowned a time or two.
Fear not, dwarf. It's merely water. It cannot harm you. As each of you approach, and he dispels this insipid garret that has been applied to you from Dragon, he tells you Dragon tricked Tiana's mother into sending her away. And he has been attempting to make incursions into their realm. This must be stopped.
Yes, I have a bit of a problem with him, Father. So if I see him, I think that I can take care of him. We almost killed him.
Again, giant divine obelisk.
Shard, he says. Speak of the shard.
Sure.
Is this the one on Stormwind? Asks.
Tiana looks a little bit to the side and then at her father. You know of this thing?
He gives you a glance as if to say, quiet, child. He focuses on Coulson.
This should be good.
Motions for you to continue, Coulson.
We were tasked with carrying around the coffin of a very talkative individual who insisted that we drag him, while he would not shut up, through the entirety of this area until we brought him to this obelisk. Unfortunately, shortly before he reached the obelisk, he was spirited away, presumably by that little red-robed jackass. And then his brother showed up and was trying to siphon the thing, and the little red-robed jackass showed up and tried to siphon the thing, and then I decided, as long as everybody else was doing it, how bad could it be? And I started siphoning the thing, and then things got weird. And I would love to tell you exactly what happened, but it's kind of like this whole thing was in sort of a weird dream, like I was there, but I wasn't actually there. And so my understanding is we won, and I believe that because I'm not dead, but I'm unclear as to what happened afterwards. Other than we got teleported into the dungeon of the Mad Mage, and the little red robe guy was super pissy.
Yeah, because while you were doing that obelisk energy field thing, we almost killed him. He was almost dead. And then I think he was mad. That's why he put us in the dungeon.
His entire region has been decimated. Those poor folk, they have fallen to him, to his machinations.
Explains why he sent us away.
But I do believe you succeeded to some extent. He seems to be less of a threat for the moment, but he has allies. Children. He takes his hand and runs it across the top of Tiana's head, parting her hair.
Yeah,
Just
we
mere
know
children.
about that too.
Eric says, children? Yes. With weapons of power. They are formidable. They are a threat.
I don't
Any of
believe
you
they're
cross
currently in his
paths with
possession, if I'm not mistaken. Giving a sidelong look to Eric.
Looks at you quizzically, as do I.
The weapons of power? Like, I haven't heard about, like, don't recall anybody at home saying anything about stuff being missing.
Eric, you can see his expression changes on his face from one of curiosity to one of the closest it would be described as embarrassment. There is a story behind his eyes. These
Oh, that's
children,
coming
he
up later.
Speaking to Tiana's father. These children, they carried weapons of power. Like this, he holds his shield aloft. It glows. A golden aura. Similar in power, he says. They were gifted to them.
He gave the kids new toys.
Dragon. They are a threat to all. They follow in his wake. Beware of them if you cross the paths. Yana looks down at his daughter. This is not anything that you need to worry yourself about.
But they're in danger, Father.
Finally, this is not our concern, Tiana.
Can we do anything to help them?
Our concern.
Please,
He casts a glance over the group and says, "It is not our concern." And with that, Tiana and her father slowly disappear in a mist that rises from the water around them. Then they are gone. Whoop whoop.
Can we use you as a reference later on if things go like really, really goofy?
Just continue drinking at the water now that the creature is gone.
So, last game for the Bard then?
The bard is gone back to the Feywild.
Sir Eric says, "I do believe we'll make camp here for the night." The Cavaliers began to make a camp.
Well, alrighty then. I'll find myself a nice location underneath a tree and let's see, how long does that last for?
Conan's gonna set his tent up over here.
Oh, it only lasts for an hour. Tragic.
I'm going to run my hands over the broom that Tiana gave me and use comprehend languages to read what is on the broom.
It is Elvish. And it tells you a story of a child. A child laborer was tasked with sweeping the floors of a great hour of his master. He was tasked with sweeping and sweeping and sweeping and sweeping for all eternity. Today, he realized he could have power over the broom. The broom would allow him to escape this toil, and he could fly away with just a thought. And so he did.
Is there a code word or anything on the broom that I can discern that will activate its flying capabilities?
There
Yeah, you just have to attune.
is, I forgot what it was. I think Tiana
Yes.
maybe made a note of it.
There is a word, but you would just basically you just have to attune to it.
Okay.
So you just have to spend your part of your rest attuning to it.
Okay.
can do the same for your turns. Pardon me. Let's do a quick time check. I think I have some left in me. If everyone else is okay to keep going for a minute.
I am.
I am.
Yeah, we're good.
I'm okay to keep
I am.
going. Sorry, I haven't been so vocal.
Okay. So that's a yay in general all around. We will keep pushing on at least until 10, and then we'll call it a night. Set up camp. Late afternoon turns into dusk. And this is a very peaceful place at the stream. It's almost as if Tiana's father, his presence, had calmed the area and laid an aura of protection in the area for you. As a thank you for bringing his daughter to him. If there's anything particular you want to do or your characters to do, please speak up now.
The evening fire seems a lot more lonely without our former compatriots.
I go to Grovis and say, "Hey, how's the food coming? Can I help you with anything?"
No, I think I have it. I want to kind of show off my skills because I don't know these people, so I want to try to make a good impression. So I start to kind of get stuff together, and I get a bunch of foraged things and then some things that I had in my pack together, and then my since I'm a bard and my chosen instrument isn't an instrument, it's actually cooking. So I'm going to do a little bit of a performance, and so that people can get some bardic inspiration.
Ooh, nice.
By eating my food. So everybody gets one bardic inspiration.
Nice.
Everybody? You have that much bardic inspiration?
Anybody that eats my food.
Alrighty.
Okay. Food is had. It is lovely. Grotus, can I get from you? You need a roll to do any of your special skill in that regard?
I just did a performance
Performance,
check. Because it's kind of like the bardic thing.
Thank you. I'm going to give you advantage. Sounds good.
Okay. Well, then it's the 23.
His
then.
hands down. His hands down the best meal that anyone has had in the past quarter turn of the year. Easy. Which is amazing considering the ingredients that he had and the ingredients that he foraged. Eric says,
How did you get this squirrel so tender?
It's a good thing that you. It's a good thing you came along. I could probably talk Duke Finzenz into giving you a position in the kitchen. I could really use someone like you.
Oh, my last kitchen job didn't really turn out too good, so I'm gonna stick with the devil I know. I think right now.
Oh, he shoves more food into his mouth. Suit yourself, he says. Mm. Dusk turns to night, and guards take their turns to position themselves around the camp. I will leave it up to you if you decide you feel safe enough to just let them do the guard.
Oh, hell no.
Okay. So you're gonna also keep watch as well.
I mean, I figure we should split up a standard watch between the lot of us.
Mm-hmm. Arkin is still recovering from his bout of being nearly sucked dry by the vamp mistress. Conan is gonna keep tabs on him.
With Tiana gone, I feel unsafe. There's no protection to hide in and rest. So I'm going to take a watch up here in this tree right here and just ponder.
Hide in the tree. Okay. And Coulson said he's staying up for a little bit.
Well, let's look
I'm
at this
just gonna
now.
stay awake.
Who's staying up for how long? Like, I figure they're going to maintain, like, not all of the Cavaliers are going to be on watch at the same time, or else they wouldn't get any sleep. So I assume there's a shift happening with them as well. So what's their shift rotation?
Here, we'll do
1,
this.
2, 3, 4, 5. There's what, 6 of them? So are they doing a?
Yeah. So
Are they doing a 3? Are they doing a 3-part shift, or are they doing something else?
they're doing 4-hour shifts.
Okay, so I figure if we do something similar,
Okay.
I will take the first 4 hours.
Ooh.
Okay.
And while
Anyone else?
you're on watch, I'm going to go into a trance and meditate, which takes about 4 hours, which gives me the equivalent rest of an 8-hour sleep for humans.
Sweet.
I may take the first watch as well. While I'm still over here.
Okay.
I'm to sleep. Take a later watch.
Heard it. This is going to sleep. What about Leo?
I think Leo's gonna, take the first watch as well.
Okay, we can't all take the first watch.
Everybody takes the first watch, and nobody
All right,
takes
I'll take the
later
second
watch.
watch.
Although Grotus, if you could take the third watch, like, that would put you in a position to make breakfast.
That's it. That's what I'll do then.
And I'll be up for the second and third watch. I won't need much meditation time.
So yeah, on the first watch, I intend to start up a game of cards with the anybody who's still awake, so I can get a read on these guys. Well, I guess if those guys are sleeping, then.
Yeah. Eric will play cards with you.
Cool.
Maybe Leo. He's close by. Unless he's sleeping.
Probably.
I'll be doing the second watch.
So this is first watch. Onan and Arkin will remain asleep. Grotus, which watch did you say? 2 or 3?
Third. So I can stay up and
Breakfast. He's doing
make breakfast, yeah.
Okay, so you're asleep. Yada 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 yada. Corvus. Okay, you're over there.
I'm over here.
See you. See you.
Some of the
Okay, one
Cavaliers
second.
are going to sleep, right?
Yeah, those
I'm gonna
three
make
in
a mean.
the center.
I'm gonna make a mean wild mushroom omelet.
Where did you get eggs? Did you go and raid nest?
I don't know where I got them from. I probably took some things on the way out of the kitchen.
I mean, to be fair, chicken eggs will last for a while without refrigeration, as long as they haven't been like washed.
Right? Yeah.
My daughter raises chickens.
The only
I
reason you
have ran
refrigerate
chickens.
the only reason you refrigerate them is because they're bleached.
Mm-hmm.
They no longer have a protective shell around them.
It's a beautiful night, starlit. The clouds are starting to roll in from the west. They seem high, but they're getting thicker by the hour.
While the stars are out, I pull out that raven that I grabbed, and I have a chance to really examine it carefully. And I'm looking for any inscriptions or anything that's going to give me a clue as to its origins or why I'm so drawn to it.
I can throw identify on it if you want.
That'd be great.
Do you do this during the first shift? I'm going to say you do.
Like if she has the presence of mind to roll up and be like, I've got this thing and I don't know what to do with it. I'd be like, yeah, I can tell you what it does. Just you got to leave him with
Let
a
me
couple
go
of
over
minutes.
there.
Okay.
Check out this thing.
So I'll like 10 minutes to ritual cast identify on it.
Okay. Yeah.
Just
It is.
just as Corvus gets up and starts to head over, they hear from the bushes, "Hey, you!"
Oh, let's move you back over.
You hear a voice.
Hello? Hello, who's there?
I have a question for you.
Who's there? Who are you? Get away!
Quiet. You'll wake everyone.
What do you want?
I have a question for you.
What do you want from me?
Come here. And
Where
there's
are you?
a bit of the bushes that you see the bushes just sort of move a little.
Which bushes?
The bushes that are downstream a little. So they would be really just off
This one's
camera
right here.
here a little bit.
Okay.
I was told
Okay.
you have some information for me.
Oh, who are you?
That doesn't matter.
Kind of does.
Oh, I don't know who you are. I'm out of here.
What do
The
you
voice
mean?
seems to be coming from right about here.
Please, I need your help.
Can I get a perception from Corvus?
I need your help. Nope.
Can you oppose that?
I mean, with my stealth, right? I was.
Yeah.
Would have been my.
Yeah, you have drawn attention to the general area you're in. In.
Please, I need your help. I need some information.
What kind of information are you looking for?
I'm looking for a person.
person?
My father.
Who's your father?
He was a navigator on a. And you hear the voice go low. Pirate ship.
I don't
Well,
know
I
your
did
father.
wonder how that was going to play out.
I don't know your father.
You don't know him, but you have
Haven't-
to. You have to know him. I have a thing that says that you know him. That you could help me. Are you
I don't know
moving? Are you
anything
moving
about-
away, or are you staying? You're standing
I'm
your ground.
staying here. I'm staying here.
Okay. Well, out of the bushes comes I'd say a creature. It's humanoid. It's quite tall and quite bulky. And it has long white hair that sort of floats a little as if there's like a blow dryer blowing it. And they're covered with a blue, sort of a light steel blue skin that has a lot of tattoos all over their body. And you can see a lot of that tattoos because what they're wearing is just basically a simple robe that is not covering their arms. So it's almost like a shift robe. And that comes down to around their knees. And they have what looks like very flexible shoes. Kind of look like sandals, but flexible sandals, not like sandals with a stiff sole on them. And they come towards you and they hold out you have dark vision?
Yes.
Okay. They hold out what looks to be some sort of a small sphere, and you see a shadow in it that looks like something's pointing towards you, and as they move it around you, the thing inside, you can't really tell what it is, but the thing inside keeps pointing at you. So they move it around you, and you can see that whatever's inside keeps pointing to you wherever they move around you. And they say, "See, it says that you will be able to help me."
Is that what I think it is?
What do you mean? It's.
Where'd you get that? Where'd you get that?
Someone lent it to me when they knew that I was looking for my father.
Corvus, can I get a perception check, please? Oh, God.
No.
Oh, then.
Bad person.
It's that kind of evening.
Yeah. There is definitely this creature is holding this like transparent. You think it's glass, maybe, or crystal or something? It's about 3 inches in diameter. There is something inside of it, that is approximately 2 inches in length, and in the moonlight, as the clouds part and a little bit of illumination falls on it, you realize that it is a finger.
A finger?
That is pointing directly at you.
I don't know any navigators.
Do you know any Dragonborn?
No, I don't know any Dragonborn.
My father is, well, he looks a little like me, so you might remember if you saw him. His skin is
I
not.
spent most of my life in my room.
My room.
This is my first time away from my room. I really don't know any navigators.
But this item wouldn't lie.
At this point, those over here by the camp, they start to hear a conversation coming over
It's
from Corvus's
whispering.
area.
It's whisper. Whisper.
But it's like 5, 10, 15 feet away. And Corvus is raising his voice a little bit
I'm raising my voice.
out of
I'm
exasperation.
kind of freaked out because I really don't know any navigators. And I've never seen anyone like you before in my life.
I'm not from around here.
Where are you
Corvus, can I
from?
get... Go ahead.
I'm from far to the south.
What do you want?
I get from you a... Oh, 1 second. Lore. Do we have lore in this game? We
History.
don't have lore. That's
No, it's history.
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 Nope, not history. Do insight. Oh no,
Insight.
you're awful at insight. You are awful at insight. Never mind. Go history. Oh my god. Need to work on that, girl. You have something in your possession that might couple with that finger.
Where'd you say you got this thing again?
A friend lent it to me.
Is your friend like you?
No. No, my friend is not like me.
What is your friend?
Just think of them as somewhat of a colleague. We do gather information at times, and this was a sort of
You gather information.
yes, we gather information, and this was sort of a reciprocal help for me getting information that they needed, and this is what they gave me in return.
What do
As
they
I-
work for?
I can't say that. But are you sure you can't help me?
I might be able to help you.
Ha! So this thing actually
I'm in the
works.
information business. I might know your friend.
My friend, yes, but I actually am looking for my father.
Does your father deal in information?
I don't know what my father does. I haven't seen him in, well, ever. I
Both
know.
of
Can
you
I
roll
see
stealth,
that
please.
finger?
I mean,
Give me a stealth
Can I
check.
hold it? What do you want?
Hold it.
stealth.
Stealth check. Nice. Okay. Okay, continue.
Can I hold that finger?
I mean, it's encased in this. You can't take it out. I take the thing and I put the little orb into his hands.
Out of my pocket, I pull out a ring and I compare the size of the ring to the size of the finger that's encased in the orb.
Yeah, it looks like it's gonna fit. As you pull out the ring, you're holding the ring in one hand, the orb in the other. The globe that the finger is encased in, it dissolves and turns to goo and slips through your fingers,
Holy crap! I need
finger
to
itself.
return that.
falls into your hand.
And so I'm holding the finger.
Yes, you're holding the finger in your palm and the ring in the other finger. Or in the other hand.
I slip the ring onto the finger to see if it's a good fit.
It fits. And this ring belongs to the owner of that finger. And you should remember who that is.
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Oh, what am I gonna do now? I can't return this orb. Whose finger is
That's okay.
that? I obviously look at Corvus's hands to make sure that that's not Corvus's finger.
No,
And show
Corvus
you
has all
the
his fingers.
I might be able to help you find your dad.
Thank you.
I can't tell you whose finger this is.
Do you require
But I
payment
can-
for your aid?
No. I deal in information and I don't need any money. I don't need your money. I trade information for information. And if I give you information about your father, I require information myself.
What sort of information do you gather?
I'm looking for information on an organization. Maybe your friend
One
is
of her
aware of it.
eyebrows lifts up a little bit. Oh, really? What organization would that be?
I'm looking for an organization that took my mother.
Ah, I see. That would not be the organization that I am associated with. That is not something that we do.
Have you ever heard of an organization? I'm speaking very low. Have you ever heard of an organization called the Crimson Circle?
Roll lore,
History.
Nazima. History, sorry. Roll history.
Okay, why did that not roll? There.
You have heard in whispers the name of this organization, but your knowledge is incomplete.
I have heard of it, although I don't really know much about it, but I have others that, as I said, in my organization that deal in information, and I may be able to get information on that organization for you if that's what you require in return.
That's what I require in return. I need information on that organization.
No, I'm pretty sure it's not the unspoken order of the manager. That's not it.
Well, who else would be able to treat the nails of the fickle finger of fate?
You hear a voice. Hey! Hey over there! Splashing through the water.
I move into the bush again.
Here.
And with my 28 stealth, do you want me to re-roll stealth or?
Yeah, re-roll it. Cavalier approaches with a sword drawn. Move into the bushes. Oh, I see! He rushes over to the bushes. You're in there! I know you're in there! He has his sword leveled at the bushes. Get back, he says to Corvus.
Hey,
Have an
hey, it's
intruder,
all
he
right.
raises-
Hey, no, it's all right. It's all right. They're leaving.
Oh, no, they're not! He steps forward into the bush, towards the bush. Starts jabbing at it.
Okay. Do we want to do this? I will step out and try to hit them with a stunning strike.
Dear.
So I will do a 25 on an unarmed strike.
Yeah.
But I'm not trying to hurt them, so I'm just trying to
This
do
is-
that with the stunning strike. So I will. They have to make a Constitution save against a DC of
There you go.
15. So they are
So his
stunned.
arm extends into the bush. The blade narrowly misses you, and you just reach out and whack, goes down into the grass. This disturbance causes a little bit of commotion to gather or to raise suspicions, even those that are asleep. They go, huh? Sound. I heard. Someone's raised voices. An alarm.
They're just stunned on the ground
Everybody,
now.
go back to sleep. Go back to sleep. There's nothing going on. There's nothing going on. Can I roll a persuasion to get them back to sleep?
You can try. You can try. Anyone
After
else
the-
wants to approach?
After the strike, I will try to melt back into the bushes here. And, wow, I couldn't make a
Oh, no.
couldn't make a worse.
So I figure it's been about 10 minutes. Coulson is now wandering over to Corvus to give her the raven.
You notice that there is a cavalier on the ground. Prone. Corvus is rushing forward. Go back to sleep. There's nothing over here.
Okay,
He looks like he's sleeping on the ground, just like unconscious.
Here's your raven, and you need to give me a really good reason right now why somebody doesn't get dealt into the game. And you got exactly 6 seconds to justify it to me. And I hand her the raven. As a hand of cards appears in my left hand as I hand it off. 5, 4, 3.
I picked this up. I don't know anything about this
2.
thing. I really don't know anything about it.
Yeah, I'm not asking you about the raven. I know about the raven. It's your friend that I'm about to, do some unpleasant stuff to. Or not your friend, whoever it was that was accosting you. I'm just saying, not happy with what's happened to the Cavalier there. And I will throw a couple of cards into the brush, trying not to hurt her, but trying to make the point that I can make things really unpleasant for her if she doesn't stop.
You're trying to do Corvus, or?
I am throwing cards into the bushes, where the abysmal stealth roll would indicate some
Okay.
some
I still have
shadowy figure with floofy hair.
There's definitely something in the bushes.
Right,
For
but
sure, a figure in the
do I
bushes.
have partial cover from the bush?
Yes, you do.
Okay.
So this is less of an attack and more of a you can keep doing this, but I can hurt you.
As you throw the cards, you'll notice that in sort of a flash, the image sort of. Do you have dark vision?
I don't.
Okay, then you won't see anything except from moonlight, right? So you have a disadvantage on. I guess I rolled a 9. So you'll have disadvantage on a attack. And with the cover of the bush, I'll have a 22 armor class. So you'll just see something flash and cards.
I
don't
mean,
come
that's
in.
great. I'm not
anywhere
trying to hit you,
Okay.
although at this point you're making a significant argument that I might hit you by accident. So this is really more of an intimidation kind of thing, but you do you.
But like I said, you just see the shape moving, and the cards don't come anywhere near them.
You know, I think this being is not a danger to us. I think they may have information that can help us.
And that's why they're so friendly?
They're pretty friendly. They gave me something that I need.
They put one of the guards on the ground.
Speaking of guards, the guards are rushing over at this point.
None of
Pushing
them
past
have
Pulse.
dark vision, right?
Correct. They do have swords. Come out of there right now! Say.
I'll just move farther into the bush.
Okay.
I can't move my token, but whatever.
Yeah.
I just move
Alright,
farther
sorry.
into the bush, and so they won't be able to see me in the dark.
Yeah.
With no
What's
dark.
going on over here? What happened to Albert? Albert, are you okay? Albert.
He's just groggily on the ground. Basically knocked out.
Well, Stunning Strike only lasts for 6 seconds, and it basically just like keeps you from doing anything for a moment. It's like hitting a pressure point.
Yeah. But he's groggy on the ground.
Something smacked me. Something smacked me hard. I think it was a woman. Nalindra, you have a vantage point on this, being up in the tree.
I'm meditating though, unless we've hit a different
Oh,
shift.
not yet.
Well, meditating, you do maintain some semblance of knowledge of your surroundings when you're meditating. So you're not. It's not like sleeping.
Well, right, but I think it might be out of.
Yeah, but it might be with all the bushes in between. It might be out of your. But you would see those people moving. I would imagine. You would sense that there's movement in the.
Also, you do notice that Corvus is holding a dismembered finger, with a ring upon it.
Well, this just keeps getting better.
So that being gave me this finger, and I think they know something that can help us.
So let me see if I've got this straight. Some floofy tart comes striding out of the bushes, hands you a severed finger, and suddenly everything's cool.
Pretty much, yes.
You can understand that I'm
have-
having some trouble with this.
They have some information for me.
On where
And
you
I
can
have
find
some
the other 9
information.
fingers?
And I have some information for them.
Well, it doesn't
You
seem
better
like
start
that exchange
speaking
is
up.
going to happen anytime.
You're just speaking up about this information, he says with air quotes. Whose finger is that? And who is that in the brush? We're coming in there, he says. Cavaliers, start
Are
poking.
you?
Cavaliers move forward with swords drawn. This is your
Are
only
they-
warning.
Are they coming into the bush?
They are going to start jabbing with their swords into the bush. Per
Okay.
Eric's orders.
Jabbing the bush. We're
Come on,
jabbing
we
the
don't wanna
bush.
Hurt you. Honestly.
Don't hurt them. Don't hurt them. They can really help us.
I will do an empowered strike and use that's force damage, so they go 10 feet backwards out of the bush. Basically,
Why did they
it
go
pushes
10
them-
feet backwards?
Because I did an empowered strike. I did force damage on it instead, so it pushes them back.
I mean, force damage doesn't automatically do movement.
Yeah, but I have a bunch of things here that allow me to push creatures.
Stuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's stuff.
Their stuff.
The Cavaliers.
they-
the Cavaliers.
He just
are,
goes sort of
individually.
fly back 10 feet out of the.
They get knocked back. They are shaken, a little bit shocked suddenly.
Not shocked, because I could have shocked them, but I didn't actually shock them.
Does that reveal her
shocked.
position?
Not
I mean, I
shocked
was
Since
in
that
the
is
city, but
clearly not subtle.
No, I mean they
shocked
were.
as in-
I can do it. I can do them 15 feet away from me, so I would have been back in the bushes and pushed them back from 15.
Yes, doing something that did force damage and was therefore loud and obvious.
Which has now woken me up. Well, brought me out of meditation.
Elf awakens. Corvus, this is getting out of hand. What are you gonna do? Three minutes. 3 minutes to the top of the hour. Somebody say something pithy or do something else.
Fireball,
No.
fireball.
I'm gonna pocket the finger
Huh?
and go back to the bushes and extend my hand and say, I'll help you if you help me.
You hear a voice come from the bush that says, "I don't think your friends are in a helpful mood."
Because you've done such a
my
wonderful
friend.
introduction.
I wasn't coming here for you. I was
I don't
coming here for him.
care.
I just joined these people. They're not really my friends. I'm looking for information and I'll get it from where I get it from. And you seem like someone who can give me information.
I will step out if I could move. I will step out and everyone can see. I'm basically 5'10", fairly hefty build. As I said, light steel blue-gray skin, all kinds of very interesting woven tattoos all over, including my face. And my hair is sort of silvery, and it floats as if, like I said, as if somebody's blowing an air dryer under a blow dryer under it.
As she steps out of the bush, I have jumped down from my tree and have approached Coulson from behind. What is happening here?
And I'll say, I have been very tempered in my reaction to people trying to poke me with their sword.
You did attack one of our guards.
I did not attack one of your guards. Your
So
guards
he just
tried to
fell
skewer
down on
me.
his own?
I pushed him away. That is all. There was no attack.
And you,
I could
Except
have.
for the guy that was on the ground.
He was
and-
stunned on the ground without
So
me.
he was on the ground.
Yes,
no,
he was on the ground.
no,
Are you
roll me a
hard of
charisma.
understanding or something? I pushed
you roll
him,
me a
and he went onto the ground.
Nazima, hold on.
Mhm.
You roll persuasion. Persuasion.
It's not something I'm good at.
Oh
Oh
dear.
my god. Okay.
I'm not good at that. I mean, you're asking me to do something I'm not good at. No charisma on this
Okay.
character.
Okay, so Eric's gonna step forward and says, okay, you. He points to Corvus. You give me that. You give me that finger right now.
No. This is my
What
finger.
on
This is my
earth are
finger
you
and
going
my
to do with
ring.
that finger?
Just give me the finger, okay?
What finger is he
What do you want
talking
this
about?
finger for? This finger is meant for me. I've been
me see
carrying
it.
this ring around. Clearly, this finger is my finger. Clearly, it's meant for me.
Well, actually, I didn't know that that was part of this, but
Wait, hold on. Let me see it.
No.
Looks at Eric. Looks at Colson. Looks back at Corvus. Looks at the interloper. Says,
I mean, I'm kind of
Yeah.
curious what you're going to get out of this.
"Yeah, I think a moment has passed." All right, Cavaliers. Just any motions towards this tall lady. He says, "Seize her." And the Cavaliers look at each other.
you really want to do this? I don't want to hurt you.
The Cavaliers, they unanimously say,
Eric,
not laying a
Let's,
hand on that chick.
let's take a moment here, shall we?
Next up. Okay,
Pull your
maybe,
boys back.
Maybe, well, Dawn's coming up in the next few hours. Let's just all back
Pull-
off.
Your boys back.
They back up. They back up. I want to see the finger, says Eric.
I hold out the finger to Eric, but I'm a good 3 feet away, so he can see it, but he can't touch it.
Okay.
Well, he also can't see in the dark if he's human, so.
Yeah. No, he squints. He squints at the finger. He says, even in the dark, he kind of turns green a little bit. Nalindra, can I get a...
So I'll cast light because I'm kind of done with this.
Mhm. And
So
Colson, can I get one
now
from
we can
Colson
see
too?
stuff.
Mhm.
What would you like?
Okay, so clearly we are dealing with a number of fantastically poor choices here.
Can't be any worse than when I multiplied myself.
Give me a history check. From both of you.
Oh, this will be fun. Oh,
Oh, look at that.
what a roll.
A natural 18. Pretty good.
So, oh my gosh. So, Madam, Melindra, you actually recognize this ring. You saw a sketch of it in a book at some point. It was a mythology book, essentially. Ancient mythology. And it looks like this ring actually belongs to one Jasira Kesselharp. And things start to click in your mind Sir Kesselharp was an apprentice of Mad Mage.
Who is possibly trapped in the dungeon as a spirit?
And here we have Corvus in possession of not only the ring, but the finger that the ring is attached to. And that's where we're going to stop for this night. Leave it at that.
How desiccated is the finger?
Not bad. It was in a gel of some sort.
And then crystal or something.
We're about to get real deep into history here.
Don't worry about it.
It's very fresh. It's
Fresh fingers.
It's a very fresh finger. Okay.
It's a fresh looking finger.
That's not at all concerning.
It's even more concerning who the finger belongs to.
You know who owns this finger, or who finger this was?
Can you finger the finger?
It's a recognizable finger.
I think all of these questions are probably at Corvus. What does Corvus say? And then we'll quit.
Corvus pockets the finger and walks away.
Oh, classic. Classic Corvus.
I'm coming for you, Corvus. Don't you worry. I want that finger.
All right, gang. That was a fun night. I appreciate you all.
It was a very fun night.
Thank you.
Yeah. I'm going to crawl in the bed and probably...
Yeah, this is fun.
But I will see you in 2 weeks.
Yes.
2 weeks.
Bye.
And I forgot to mention, if anybody wants to rewatch these games or listen, they are both on YouTube and Twitch. So
Alrighty.
Oh, you are totally breaking up.
You are,
I think it's you. I don't think it's us. I think it's you.
yeah, you are robot-ish.
Alright. I'll get you guys later.
All right, you guys have a good night.
Take care.
Good night.
Good night.
Right.
Good night.
Night.
And that's a wrap.